Hello, everybody. I'm just setting up. Just give me a moment. Give me 2 minutes, if that, and I'll be with you. Thank you. Hello, sorry about that. You know, home life at 9 o'clock at night is, pretty hectic still, as many of you are aware. It's that funny time. I don't like going this late. I usually go earlier so I can do things I've got to do after, but there you go. Right then, hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. I will be giving some wrenches back, just bear with me. I'm not going to be having as many as what I used to have, but I will be having the people that are in all the time, the regulars. They will be having wrenches. I just need to ask Al something. One sec. Done the hedgehogs?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Now, there's a lot gone on. Okay. So we were going to do like a rundown of what happened on Saturday in London. Now, people are talking. They're all saying hello. Hello, everybody. They're all saying hello to you as well, AI.
Hello.
He said hello. That's the most you get from him, really. Right, we've got 26 likes. Do we have any moderators in at all? We have one, Space Cat. Right, just bear with me, guys. I am going to just be giving some wrenches back to the regulars who come in all the time and who use them. You've got to know how to use them, though. Okay, Mr. Button, that sort of language and that will get YouTube to get rid of you. So that comment isn't showing. Like I say, I am giving wrenches back so they can pass stuff. Right then. So there's so much gone on. Now, after what happened with Nigel Farage, he actually is leading reform and he's actually standing as an MP. There's a lot happened. And then today, there are rumours, folks, that the Tory party are about to lose up to 6 Conservative candidates. And one of them was a sitting MP. I don't know who that could be. I'm speculating a little bit in my head. So we're going to be covering that as well. And then we're just going to be covering little bits of... No, you don't want one. Okay. We're going to be covering a little bit of news and what's going on and so on and so on. Right. Okay. Rose, I've given you a managing mod, but I need to tell you how to use it. Bevlar, I'm giving you a managing mod as well. Let me just sort this out now and I'll tell you how to use it after. Ginger Ali, Yvonne, hello. Welcome in. Paula's here. Hello, Paula. Skip, lovely jubbler. Yeah, I'm just going to give a few out for now and then you guys can tell me as and when if you need one, if you want one, and if you know how to use one. Are we buffering, are we? Okay, so Nikki, I'm going to give you a managing mod. I think you've had one before. Okay. I will be giving some more out. Just bear with me. Hi, Millie. Hello, everybody. So first of all, we're going to cover what happened on Saturday. Now, many people don't realise this because the mainstream media want you to believe it was just a Tommy Robinson march, which it was a Tommy Robinson march in a sense. Now, I'm not a big fan of Tommy Robinson, and I did speak about this briefly the other day, and there's a reason for that. And I know a lot of you do support Tommy Robinson, but I think that's okay. I think we can all have our own thoughts, who we follow, who we don't follow, and so on and so on. And hopefully you guys can respect me for my beliefs. And I don't particularly like the guy. I think he's a scammer. He used to be probably genuine at some point, and a lot of people that haven't been watching him for that long won't know that he's been asking for money for things that are non-existent, like a battle bus, for example, that he asked for money for, and he had to raise 30 grand by tomorrow, and everybody donated. I gave a tenner. This was back in like 2019-ish, 2020, something like that. And it turned out that he got given the bus. There was no bus because he just got given it, and he never went around on it. When I say battle bus, he was going to put TV screens in it. He made this video, and he was all excited. I'm going to have TV screens here. We're going to go around the country. We're going to expose all of this, what was happening, and nothing. He was actually getting more money for his own benefit, and then he ended up having a holiday in Israel, and he ended up doing the documentary in Israel. Okay, so I'm not a fan, and my thoughts on this was the protests on Saturday were actually supposed to be the protest about the two-tier policing, which that is a real thing. Okay, now because Tommy Robinson was there, it became the Tommy Robinson protest. Do you understand what they're doing here? This is what they do. It becomes the far right bullcrap, Tommy Robinson, and then people switch off. And I know a lot of people like him, and that's okay. You can like him. I'm just telling you, the way the media work is they know that people don't have time to sit down and do their research. They don't have time to look at who went, who's actually really racist and who's not, who's really doing this and who isn't. And that they'll just catch a bit of the news, and it'll be like Tommy Robinson. They'll pick out buzzwords, just like this. The way they did it at the lockdown, the Boris thing, when they did the hand safe space, whatever it was. I don't know. It's like that. Far right, Tommy Robinson, protest, demo, trouble, and then people will just pick up on that and shut off. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're not. Most people aren't like us that actually pay attention to what's going on. And this is why I think that he shouldn't have been there, in my opinion. He made it all about him. He knew exactly what he was doing. And this is just my opinion. But guys, you can have your opinion and I can have my opinion. Helen, hello, my love. You say he's a great man. But that's okay. That's what you think. And that is up to you, what you want to believe in, But all, in my opinion, and from my own research as well, right, from my own research and my own experiences, anyway, that's my opinion on Tommy Robinson. Hi, Saskia, I'm just giving you a wrench. We're now going to move on. Hi, Patrick, how you doing, my friend? We're now going to move on from that. So the protests on Saturday were actually about two-tier policing, which I fully agree with. Hi, Jews, but no one's ever going to know that because they only hear, Saskia did, yeah, they're only going to hear about Tommy Robinson. I believe that protest should have had none of these big names like, your Lawrence Fox and your Tommy Robinsons and all this sort of shizness, yeah? Because what happens is, by having them, it takes away the grassroots movement from the ground up that are actually doing really, really good work, if that makes any sense. So we're going to have a look at some footage, and it was extremely, from what I've seen anyway, I would have covered it if I wasn't out on Saturday. If I would have been at home, I would have been on it and I would have been covering it. It was mostly peaceful. There was lots of singing and there was lots of, we're going to have a look at it now. And as usual, the media, not just the far left, all the media will report it as far right, Tommy Robinson. And there's no talk about this, the two-tier policing, which is what it was about. So this is just giving you an example. Now, I've just put this into Google, London protests far right. I know it's not far right, guys, but just to give you an idea, most people will come and Google it, right? And they'll say, right, okay, what's this about? Comes up, Nancy, okay, Nancy, Tommy Robinson. Now, again, that is deflammatory because he isn't, whether you like him or not. He supports the Jews. How can somebody who supports the Jews, if you like the Jews or not, hi Helen, how can somebody who is supportive of even supports Mossad, for God's sake, who is, and the IDF, the Israel Defense Force, how can somebody who supports Israel, who is funded and admits it partly by the Friends of Israel, be a Nazi? The two things don't add together, but people will still believe that. So I'm just going to give you an example of what people are saying on the media. And this was like the second from the top. You couldn't make this shit up. And again, most people will just Google and get from the top. He mobilises as though like he's some sort of leader, up to 5,000 in London. Now, my question is, an older hardcore of Nazi Tommy Robinson supporters turned out in an attempt to target the Palestine movement. Now, where in there have they mentioned the real reason for the protests? They've shown everybody who's white, they're all men. They've chosen where there's no women. There's a Lee Rigby flag there as well. I don't know what that is. Anyone know what that flag is there? That is that, you know, Mo, is that, it's not Italy, is it? No. Okay, so they're saying here that he used it to try and relaunch himself, a motley crew of racist thugs. Now, again, can you see what they're doing here? So let me just go and look and see what other people are saying in the media about this. Okay. It's all about perception. It's all about optics. Whether you know what Tommy Robinson is doing or not, this is what the people are seeing, right? The average person. And that is what we care about. So I personally think that he shouldn't have been involved in that. I don't even know whether did he organise it? Does anybody know if he organised it? I have no idea if he actually organised it. But why did he have to be involved? He knows that by going there and doing this, that the media are going to do this. That's just a fact. Right. Hello, everyone coming in. He did. Okay, so he did organise it. Okay, he made sure there's no football. Hi, other side. I'll drop you a message. I think so. He makes sure there's no football, so he gets the right. Okay, Mr. Button, chill, man. Okay, so I'm just reading the chat now. So apparently he did organise it. Okay, now the demonstration was supposed to be about two-tier policing. So usually I would agree with that, Nikki. I'm just looking at the chat now. Now, normally I would agree with Nikki there, but on this occasion I don't. Hi, Bridget. On this occasion, I actually don't agree with that. But, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I haven't seen any publicity anywhere about the fact that you know, what the actual reason was. Now, this is from Sky News. So stand up to racism. The names get me, you know, like hope not hate, hate not hope. Anyway, here we go. So we're going to watch a little brief video. That's quiet. Okay, so this is on Sky. Again, I'm purposely using mainstream media to show you what happened at the moment. I'm doing it on purpose because I want people to see what the average Joe in the street will see. It's a great turnout. Now, when you've got banners like "This is London, not London," Stan, all it's doing is playing up to this crap, right? Oh, I know it's been on all media channels. I know that. But that, Tommy Robinson knows that he's going to, by putting that banner up, all it's going to do is wind up the media, and they're just going to show that banner. Do you get what I'm saying? I think it's brilliant that we're having I want British people on the street. I think this is well overdue. Well overdue. Now, during lockdown, there was people out there week in, week out, and no one give a damn. But we'll get into that in a minute. this is well overdue. And if it wasn't for my leg and my back and everything else, I was going to go to the protests back before the lockdowns. There was people protesting in London. There was a sort of yellow vest movement that started here. Now, I wouldn't have got involved in that in particular, but I would have, you know, if there was anything more local, I would have supported it. But obviously, because of my health, I can't. So there was apparently 5,000. I don't know. But what gets me, this is what gets me with all this, yeah, is the fact that when you've got Tommy Robinson there, who the media they use him as a way of dismissing any good stuff that happens, any good stuff for our side, for positive, for change. They use him as it's far right, so that everyone that goes is now seen as far right. Do you see what I'm saying? And he will make it all about him. Now, it wasn't a far right march. We all know this. It was a protest against two-tier policing. It was a protest about the Palestinian. Every single week, the pro-Palestine lot get away with the most horrendous things and nothing said. Yeah. So it's literally, it was long overdue. And I agree with that. Let me just give Rachel a thing. I'm glad we had normal streamers who tell the truth. More than 5,000 attended. What I'm trying to say about this is, right, every time there's anything like this, right, Tommy Robinson shows up, okay? He shows up. He knows that he's in a target. I'm all right, me. Oh, I know. Yeah, we'll get on to that in a minute about Farage. It's just, isn't it just disgusting, guys? It is just disgusting. It really is. What if that was acid? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm getting distracted by the chat. This is what happens. I don't think I've put slow mode on or anything either. No, I haven't. Oh, somebody has. Thank you. I'm just going to put 7. No, I'm going to put just 3 second slow mode. Nobody comments more than every 3 seconds anyway. So I'll do a poll soon, and we'll find out who thinks that this was a good thing that Tommy Robinson was there. Hi, Ted. Or if it wasn't a good thing, because they are using that as Tommy Robinson will get arrested, or what they'll do, they'll use an Antifa member who will dress up as an England fan, walk behind Tommy Robinson, do something to a police officer, and then they can say, oh, look, you know, Tommy Robinson this, Tommy Robinson that. Do you get what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say to people is they want you to pick a side. It's about divide and conquer. So if you like our country and if you want to stop two-tier policing and you want to get rid of Sadiq Khan, therefore they're going to put you in the Tommy Robinson group and they're going to deem you as a far-right racist. Do you get what I'm saying? That's my opinion. Hi, Jane. How you doing? But I'm all for grassroots movements and so on and so on. I'm just wanting to give you my thoughts on this. Yeah, they did. Yeah, we covered it here, Yvonne. Right, so I just wanted to give you my thoughts, and then what we're going to do, we're going to start to have a look at some of the footage from there. But I think what we need to do, you know, my personal opinion is that what we need to do now is keep this up every week. Forget Tommy Robinson, forget all the big headline grabbers. Every single week, we need to keep up the protests. You know what the pro-Palestine lot are doing? We need to do that. So I'm going to get some more footage up in a moment. Just bear with me, guys. What's this here? Okay. So I'm going to try and get some footage up for you that isn't from the mainstream, because we all know that they mess with it. And then we're going to get onto the reform situation, and then we're going to get onto who these Conservative MPs are, who are apparently tonight deflecting to reform. I don't know how true this is. It's rumours, but usually these sort of things are true. And then we're going to have a quick look at the news, and we're going to take it from there. Okay, what everyone's saying in chat, welcome in. It serves its purpose. I don't know, because there's so many patriots who don't like him purely because his obsession with Israel. You know, like he needs to be more concerned about what's going on here than Israel. And people say, well, he exposed the grooming gangs. No, he didn't. That the exposing of the grooming gangs was before him. It was actually Nick Griffin. Remember, Tommy Robinson used to be a BNP member. Which, again, doesn't look good. I just think my opinion is he's controlled opposition. He's trying to make the genuine patriots look like thugs, and he knows exactly what he's doing. That's my opinion. I might be wrong. Who knows? Okay, so we're going to look at some footage. From what I can see, compared to the thugs every Saturday on the streets, it was very peaceful. I think they said there was 9 arrests. Like I say, I couldn't cover it, which is annoying. Because I was out. Otherwise, I would have. What happened to Farage today is just, well, it shows that he's getting to them, doesn't it? Okay. Just bear with me a sec, guys. I'm just getting some stuff up. Some footage up. I think there was 9 arrests. I'm not sure if anyone's got any more information on that. If there was 9 arrests. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to get this up. But for, you know, the stuff that I've seen, it did look pretty peaceful. I'm not going to lie. Oscar. Oh, God. Rabbits, animals, dogs, puppies. Thank you as well, just quickly, for all the people that helped with my situation with Gizmo. I really appreciate that today. A lot of people got in touch with me. I really, really, really appreciate that. So we've got some YouTube channels here. We're talking about it. Some of the, to be fair, some of the newspapers did actually report it properly. I was quite shocked about that. But most of them didn't. Anyway, I just want to let you know. I just want to know what you guys think. Did anybody go there? I know that Saskia was there. What are people saying in chat? Paz went, he did. And I wish I would have, like I say, I would have been streaming and I would have been showing his stream. And we would have all been, hello, Princess Peach. Not stopping. Okay, my darling. The arrests were from the foot. Yeah, and that was another thing. They timed it with the football match. I find that a bit strange. Have you seen the Pride March fighting with the Free Palestine? No, I haven't, but that's funny as fuck. I'm sorry. This is what I'm saying. The left eat themselves alive. Right, I'm just reading the chat. It was pretty awkward. I don't think Farage will lose any sleep over it. Yeah. Helen says, I'll be going on the 27th. Hope to see you in London, Penny. I would love to be in London, Helen, but it is literally impossible. I live in Yorkshire. I've got a broken knee. I can't even do anything. And when I haven't got a broken knee, I've got a very, very, very bad back. Unity calling, hello, my friend, you agree, controlled opposition, severe arthritis. So, hi, Richard. Yeah. So I can't be going to any protests, which is why I do what I do here. Big up Ricky, and I try and give people. I met Paz there, had a nice chat. Did you, Ricky? I tend to try and support people that go there because I can't go there, you know. I'm going to the one on the 27th. Is Tommy Robinson going to be involved in that? Now, a lot of people are saying Nigel Farage needs to get involved with Tommy Robinson. I think that would be the worst move ever. Okay, the worst move ever, because all they're going to do is use that against Nigel Farage. That's what's going to happen. And it's pathetic. I know it's pathetic. I don't agree with what they're doing. I cannot stand the woke left. I cannot stand the mainstream media. Okay, so this is nothing to do with I like the main. You know, I don't like these people. I hate them. But I'm all about perception. I'm all about waking people up. We need to wake people up. And I don't believe that Tommy Robinson is the answer. Okay, because it's this massive divide and conquer. You're on that side or you're on that side. What if you're on no side? What if you're on our side? What if you want to support your country? I want to be able to fly my St. George flag and not be called a racist. But the St. George flag has now been associated with hooliganism, Tommy Robinson, and the far right. Do you get what I'm saying? Does anybody understand what I'm saying? I think someone just said, yeah, Terry Knowles band again gets it. Anyway, so we're now going to be having a little look and seeing if there was any trouble. Like I say, I would have done this on Saturday. I would have done this last night if it wasn't a case of Gizmo having that bad news last night. So we've got cops arrest pro-Palestine counter protesters. Why isn't that all over the news? Against two-tier policing. For once, the Daily Fail are actually kind of reporting the truth. So against Palestine, this is the anti, what they're calling Tommy, I don't want to call it that, the protest on Saturday against two-tier policing. This is the protest against that, okay? And they're called Youth Demand. And these are blatant controlled opposition. Literally, the left, and I say the left, I don't mean the old school left. I'm talking about this new woke. They're usually middle class. They're usually white. Don't know what it's like to have no money. Class divide. They're usually bussed in. They're not even from the area usually, and they're bussed in to the crazy hair lot, lefties who have never ever had to struggle. Their mummy and daddies are usually like police chiefs or judges and all this sort of stuff. And they're there to throw themselves on the floor or to throw stuff over paintings. Those two women were old, but you get what I'm saying. They're usually white. They've never even been to these countries that they're being a social justice warrior for. And this is this lot now. Now, these people are getting arrested all the time, but you'll get one arrest in the the Patriot march, and it'll be all over the news. And it'll be Tommy Robinson, Do you get me? And then he's not even I don't think he's even been convicted of racism. So when they call him a racist, that's actually slander and defamation, because it's not true. He hasn't been convicted of that. He's a convicted fraudster, but he hasn't been convicted of racism. If I'm wrong, I will be amended. Someone let me know. I'm absolutely gobsmacked that the Daily Fail are actually showing this lot. They are actually, hi Herman, they are actually showing this. Okay, exactly. I support the innocent people. I don't believe that girl. I'm on neither side. I don't agree with what Israel are doing in Palestine. I think Israel at the moment are acting like a terrorist state. I don't agree, but do I think that the Israeli people should be suffering? No. Do I think that they even support that Netanyahu? They probably don't. A lot of them don't. What Israel are doing in Gaza is disgusting, but it's become trendy now to talk about it. It's become trendy to wave your Palestine flag. It's just like the pride thing. It's become trendy to wave your rainbow flag, and it's become trendy to wave your Palestine flag. But people, most of them, they didn't care about it until October the 7th. It's just nuts. The world we're in a clown world. We are in a clown world, folks, and it blows my mind. Okay, let's watch some more of the nutters. So at least the Daily Mail are actually shockingly showing the loons, and they've even worded it correctly that it was an anti-two-tier policing protest, not a far-right Tommy Robinson protest, which, you know, and I am told actually there were many in the media that don't want to go along with this shit, this, you know, the change the narrative, but they have to, otherwise they'll lose their jobs. Posh she is. This is what gets on my tits. That there. Sorry about all this spam. I know it's ridiculous, but you know, what can I do? So several police arrested several pro-Palestine counter-protesters as Tommy Robinson led a 1,000 strong, I think there was more than 1,000 people there, come on, march through London against two-tier police. And so for once, that bit is true. Activists from Youth Demand today staged a sit-in demonstration in London. This is on Saturday at the Central Jubilee Gardens to protest against Israel attacks on Rafah in the southern Gaza Strip. But how is sitting down in London going to make the Israeli president or whatever change his mind on what he's doing in Gaza? This is what I don't get. It's insane. It blows my mind. It's all about virtue signalling. It's all about, hello, David Wellings. It's about virtue signalling. It's about who can look good. And it's just pathetic. It is just pathetic. I'm just reading the chat. And I know some of you won't agree with me, but that's okay. You know, we can all agree to disagree, you know. The world is a stage. Yeah. Hi, John. How you doing, my friend? Hi, everyone coming in. Thank you. 135 people here. If you enjoy this content, please hit the like. Even if you disagree, we can agree to disagree. Thank you, Space Cat. We can agree. Is John upset about his wrench? I didn't see that. I've just given it him back before I even seen that. I'm doing as and when. Okay, so that was the counter protest. Now, what we need to do, right? This is what we need to do, and I can't really say much because I can't be there. I physically can't be there. But what I think we need to do is every single Saturday when they do the Henry Hill's spot on there. No NGOs, no protesting. Gizmo, you want to lie down? Hold on a minute. Let me just move my laptop for you, my love. You want to go to bed? Okay. No bells tonight, by the way. I was not gonna do it anyway, but there was no bells on. Don't know why. Okay, you lie there. Hang on a minute. Little pup wants to go to bed. All right. Thank you again to the people that emailed me today. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Okay, so every time they have these anti-Israel hate marches. That's what they are. Every time they happen. Our lot, English, I'll struggle with saying British. I really, Jenna, love. The Hebrews are African. Oh, bless you. You okay? All right. The Hebrews are I've missed that. The term. How did it? Oh, I know. Yeah, Gizmo's here. Yeah, the Sharia law is already a thing here. They have Sharia courts. That's just a whole new stream. Yeah, Gizmo, guys. Hi, Candice. Gizmo we found out that they're pretty certain his kneecap is dislocating. What's wrong? You gonna cough? Are you gonna cough? It's just sneezed and coughed. Poor little baby. I'm gonna get upset. I can't talk about it. Is that the real Lulu? I could have sworn I gave Lulu a wrench earlier. Or is this the real Lulu now? Because we had a fake Lulu, didn't we? No, it's not. It's the real Lulu. Okay. Hi, Lulu. Yeah, it's been here for many years. Hi, Lozzaby. He's coughing now. He's not been well. He's 7 months old. So there was apparently 9 arrests on Saturday, right? And let's just see where we go from here. I'm probably going to start doing a bit. I'm going to be out literally every Saturday now until I'm going to be out between 1:30 and 5. So basically, I might try and cover in the morning the protests, because what I want to see now is, are the English and the British going to start doing counter protests every single Saturday against these pro-Gaza hate? They are hate marches. They are. Like, I agree with what they're saying, that they should leave. They should there should be a two-state solution. I think that Gaza, they need to just stop blocking the wall. I think it's disgusting what they're doing, what the Israelis are doing. But how is disrupting London every single week for the past 8-9 months going to change anything? It isn't. So I think we need to start taking our country back. I really do. And I think that we should start doing this every single week. Not Tommy Robinson, though. Not Tommy Robinson. I'm struggling to find any nice positive content videos, but I can guarantee I've seen them. And there was some, there was music, there was dancing, there was stuff happening. Right, let me just have a quick look at this. Penny, my dog has the same problem. Well, we bought some stairs now. Hi, David. We bought some steps. Won't happen again. If the Patriots show up on Saturdays, they will just get penned in. Yeah, I agree with that. But I think that if there are new hobby. Yeah, a lot of people don't realise this. Hi, Jersey Dolphins. That there have been protests at London every weekend for God knows how long now. That is true. But they weren't this big and they weren't this fast. Just to let you know as well, there's going to be a leaders debate at 10, is it, tonight? Leaders debate special. Has the leaders debate happened, or is it going to happen tonight? This is the most boring election in history. Thank God Farage has come back in. So yeah, we're going to have this Sunday at 2:30. The Patriots are going to Speaker's Corner. That'll be interesting. Now, Speaker's Corner has been completely taken over by Islamists. It's on now. Oh, is it? Oh, should we have a little nose? Should we have a little gander? Hold on. Yeah, this isn't just about what happened on Saturday. I wanted to cover it more Sunday night, but I couldn't because of what channel's it on? Is it on ITV? Because I don't think anyone can show it, can they? Unless they've... Right, the leaders debate's on tonight. I just... This is the most boring election in history. We've got the most boring people. Hi, Debs. Yeah, so now we're going to get on to Nigel Farage. Now, I did actually say a couple of weeks ago that I thought he was going to stand. And I was surprised when he said he wasn't. But I also understood why. Now, whether you like Farage or not, he can gather a crowd. And he was the one that really pushed the... Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to show it, are they? Because of the rights and stuff. Is it on ITV? Whoever's showing it has got the rights to it. I think they can't show it till after. Hi, Agnes. Yeah, this show won't be for everybody. You know, this is what I'm saying. This won't be for everybody. So now we're just going to get on to Nigel Farage. Now, Nigel Farage has decided to stand at Clacton, which doesn't surprise me at all. He is the leader of Reform. And he's going to come out and try and win his seat. Will he win it? I don't know. He's had a milkshake thrown at him today, so we're just going to try and find the footage of that if we can. I'm not sure if there's a video. Now this has happened to Nigel before, so he's not new to this. Other YouTubers are showing it. Yeah, other YouTubers will, but they're not showing it on like live on any other channel until after 10. Who is it on ITV or BBC? What is happening is whoever's doing it will get the exclusives for the hour, and then they'll all start showing clips. Right, okay, so this happened today. Well, that didn't happen today. This did. Okay, let's just get this bit. Okay. Just want to say quickly, for those of you who don't know, but I know most of you will, Nigel Farage has come back as the leader of Reform. If you don't know who Reform are, they were formerly the Brexit Party. A lot of people get mixed up and think they were UKIP. They were never UKIP. They were part of the Brexit Party, who then become Reform, headed by Richard Tice. Okay. People wanted Farage back. He was about to come back, and that's why they called the general election to wrong foot Farage. So Farage, Nigel Farage, like him or hate him, is a Marmite figure usually. He wrong-footed the Tories by saying, I'm not going to do it. And then he decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Okay, so he's back as the leader of Reform. He's going to try and be an MP. I think he's already tried 7 times. 8th time lucky. I think he might be. I think that now is the time when the country is absolutely disillusioned, is the time, and he's done the right thing in standing. So he was at a pub today, the Starfish. Hopefully it wasn't called the Chocolate Starfish pub, but I think it was just called the Starfish pub in Clacton. He was leaving, the Moon and Starfish, and he was leaving the pub, and some idiot threw a milkshake over him. I find this speech, I just find this shocking. That could be acid. Like that was my first thought. What if that was acid? How are these people getting close enough? You know, it was Milkshake again this time. They did it before. They did it to Tommy as well, didn't the Milkshake stuff? It just shows that this is what these people go to. They will resort to violence. They will resort to name calling, personal attacks, and throwing things over people. And all it does is actually make someone even more popular, as we've seen. So here we go. So this is the moment when old Nige was coming out of the pub. Some idiot for a milkshake. I'm surprised no one battered her. So Richard Tice is there as well. It won't let me slow it down. It's happened so quick. I'll try to watch it again. Move that. This big turd, this turd here. Horrible cow. Why is it no one chasing her off? Okay, so here we go. It's slowed down now. Oh, look at her little chav. A 25-year-old woman was arrested at the scene for assault. Okay, don't know what people think about that. The new Reform UK leader previously had a milkshake thrown at him in Newcastle in 2019. I remember that. In what a judge described as a politically motivated attack. No shit, Sherlock. She had a grey hooded jumper on. She threw a drink in his face before throwing the cup at him and then walked off. He was seen wincing as the liquid hit his face and then wiping it away as he was ushered out of the way by his team. Essex police said they had arrested a 25-year-old woman from Clapton after responding to a report of a drink being thrown at a man in Marine Parade at 2:10. As officers were arresting the woman, a second person, a man, was arrested on suspicion of assaulting an emergency worker. Both individuals remain in custody for questioning. So someone's assaulted I'm guessing, was it somebody who came over to check on Farage? I don't know. It's probably been paid, haven't they? What are people saying in chat? Waste of a milkshake, I agree. You know, I just think at the end of the day, if you don't like somebody, you don't need to do that. I find that utterly disgusting. Have you noticed, though, when they go on Irish PM, did it really? Hi, James One. Whenever I say your name, James, I always think of that horror director, James One. English Buttercup in the house. It's scary. Yeah, I am going to be doing more and more election stuff. Now, I know a lot of you, like some of you like politics and some of you don't. Now, anyone that's been with me for a long, long, long time will know that when I first started on here, it was animals, but I did cover quite a bit of politics because I am really into my politics. I've been following politics since I was about 13. So, you know, I do quite know a little bit about politics, but I try to stay away from it. I try. Busker's come in saying vote reform. Last Saxon, hello, how are we all doing? Good to see you all. I'm a member of Reform. I don't know if you know, some people do, some people don't. I'm a member of Reform and I have been for 2 years now, and I'll be voting Reform. And it's hard for me because Sir David Davis, who is one of the few Tory MPs who I think is okay, is actually standing in my area. They've changed the boundaries and they're merging us with Lincolnshire. I think it's ridiculous, and we're getting him. So, and I do like him, but I can't bring myself to ever vote Conservative at why this country is in this state and it's run by this lot. Oh, thank you, Nanny. I'm a member too, says Jane F. How you doing, my love? It does affect every part of our lives, Jason. Yeah, it really does. How you doing, Jace? I live in a Labour area. I used to. When I lived in Birmingham, that was a Labour area. I now live in a Conservative area, and it used to be lovely, and it's changed beyond recognition now. Okay, do you know that? I'm not. Well, the thing is, the Conservatives have given backhanders to developers, and all they're doing is expanding my tiny little town that was barely bigger than a village. And they have built this town in the last 10 years has gone from, I think it was like 8,000 to 14,000 people. And they just keep building and building. They don't build any new doctors or build extra schools or build extra this. They just keep on adding on and adding on. And the local council, the parish council, the local council, the actual main council have all opposed this. And the developers took it to court. A court ruled against the developers. Then they took it to the government, the developers did, to Michael Gove personally, who gave them the green light. So Michael Gove and the government, this Tory government, overrid all of the local people, the local council, the parish council. The judge at a court overruled all of these people and gave the green light to build more houses. And this is the second time it's happened now. And they're now building more and more and more. And before, you could drive along the countryside and you'd hit our town, tiny little market town. And there'll be like, there's a couple of roads in, but each road in was just countryside. And now every single road in is just new estates. And lo and behold, there's more crime now. So it's a shame what they're doing. It really is. Yeah, the thing is, Labour are pushing adverts. Guys, thank you. Penzall Hotel. I said my work dues there, Jace. Loads of dodgy men walking around. Really? What's it doing now then? Guys, thank you. Who's vegan? We can't. Yeah, Sutton Coldfields is. But the thing is that Nikki, the Conservatives are no longer conservative anymore. That's the difference. And I genuinely think now we have the same here, just building those. They're not building them for dinghy divers. Take care, Agnes, my love. They're not building them for dinghy divers. Exactly, Fairy. I agree. They're building them for people, but they're building them for people because everyone's leaving the cities and coming here. Right then. So what are we just going to have a quick look at chat? The country's gone to shit. I try not to talk about this because it's so depressing, right? It is so depressing. Hello, 5HQ Leicester. Hello, welcome, Last Saxon. I try not to talk about it because I try and keep positive. We can all talk about the crap that's going on, but the problem is that King Standing, I'm from that area, Erdington. Our little village had its first lot of traffic lights due to new houses. 1,000. See, it's everywhere, everywhere. Every little village, every little town is literally. What they're doing is, okay, if they want to, what they should be doing is putting new little villages in, but they don't. They just keep expanding, because they don't have to build the infrastructure then. Now, people, are you from Erdington, Joe? Oh, yeah. Now, people think that the Liberal Democrats are the answer, okay? Because the Liberal Democrats are going for the posh Tory, the what they call the NIMBY areas, where they don't want the new houses on their doorstep. And they're promising that they're going to stop all the house building. They won't. The Liberal Democrats are just as bad as the new Tories. The Tory party now have become, they are literally become Liberal Democrats. They're neoliberals. That's all they are. There's no conservatism in the Conservative Party. So when people say, when people say like, we don't vote Conservative, we get Labour. Who gives a shit? Who cares? You know, they're both the same. And I used to knock about there. My mate had, so I'm just, yeah, I remember you telling me the mate had, the motorcycle shop. Yeah, I've still got family in Erdington. We have 3 prescriptions. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that again, that winds me up for furry slippers. But I do believe, and I said this last year, we are at a turning point. And this year is so mega big. Last year was the year when I predicted that all the shit was going to come out about the old prickaroo. And it did. Yeah, exactly, Nikki. They can't cope, right? And this year, because of all the elections, it's make or break. So, yeah, our village is a town. I find it disgusting that Scotland and Wales, I don't think Northern Ireland, I'm not sure, they are AI spot on, have free prescriptions, and in England you have to pay. I don't know. I'm pretty certain they're not allowed to find out. The only way they would find out is if you donated more than £500 and then you have to declare it. So if you donate more than £500 or £500 up to a political party in this country, you have to declare it, because I think it's taxable and it's just the law. So you join Reform, it's £25 a year. You don't have to, nobody can find out. Excuse me, no. Hello, Rose, my love. We will all be paying soon. So anyway, I get that they're all the same, and I get that Farage is. Hello, Bridget. I never used to like him because I always thought he was a snidey git. But the country's in that much of a mess that if somebody can entertain me and make me laugh, then that's enough for me, because the country's fucked anyway. It's just, the world is a stage, folks, and we're just sitting there watching, and we either laugh at them or we laugh with them. And I prefer to laugh at them. I got pies and milkshakes on my mind. I couldn't believe when I fetched my son's prescription the other day and they gave me 10p. Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? Guys, there is a way. Prepay. Yeah, there is a way, because when I was working, I used to have to, because I get prescriptions. And you can pay every 3 months. I think it used to be at £100. I don't know what it is now, probably about £200. But you can pay like a fee every 3 months and you get a prescription card, and you can have like as many as you want in that time. And what I used to do is try and time it so I could have like a couple of weeks off. Can we have Trump, please? Guys, I think what's going to happen, my prediction is that Trump is going to get back in. I think that's already a given. They're selected, aren't they? Starmer's going to get in, but I think we're going to have Reform / Conservative, who are going to be like bits of the Conservative Party going to join them, are going to be in opposition. And then come 2029, I think we're going to have a Reform or some form of Conservative, a real Conservative Prime Minister. That's my prediction. I had a yearly one. Yes. It's going to be tough. You're not voting last Saxon. It's going to be tough. 5 years ahead. Very tough. But yeah, why won't the politicians focus on this country? What about the homelessness? Why won't one of them, one politician, go around and talk about the homeless situation of our own people, right? Not the immigrants, not all these people that are coming in and pretending to be homeless and begging and all that shizness and, you know, washing your window screen when you're in London. What about the genuine homeless people in this country? Not one politician will do it. Do you know why? Because they don't vote. That's why. They only go to people who they think will vote, who will be swayed. And that is what is wrong with this country. And that is what is wrong with all politicians. It's horrendous, isn't it? They do hate us. They're globalists. So I think we do have a movement going. And when I talk about Saturday, the movement in itself and the protest was brilliant. You know, all of the video that I seen was really like positive and stuff. I've got an issue with the Tommy Robinson thing. I really have. And it's just because it gives the perception that they're all far right thugs. Now, we know they're not. You've got to look at the bigger picture. We're just a tiny little blip in the map of this country. I don't blame you, Julius. I would be and all, but try not to mention the V word. Right then. So now there are rumours today that up to six Conservative MPs are going to deflect. I'll probably, I don't know if I can be bothered to do a review tomorrow of this leaders' debate. I am really struggling with this election. Just give me a sec, folks. Oh, my neck's hurting. It's because I'm looking down at my laptop. I haven't got a cushion under it. I forgot. Right, so I'm just looking at like today's news and I'm trying to find. Right, here we go. Okay. So I wanted to talk about this. Now, this is a GB News exclusive, right? Get rid of this. I'm gone. Now, whether you like GB News or not, it's not about that. People go on about, oh, well, you shouldn't be showing that or this or that. Like, I'm just looking at the media. I'm looking at what day-to-day people are looking at. Doesn't mean I support them. That's what I'm looking at. And I think it's about time that the old school lefties, the old school lot, like Space Cat said, she's an old school lefty, went over to reform now. Because there's no such thing anymore as left and right, in my opinion. Left and right is not the same as what it used to be. It's about right and wrong. It's a class war. You know, like the old school liberal and the old school lefties is now just full of all these stuck up, posh, rich university graduates who have never done an actual job and just want a virtue signal with the pink hair and all these stupid flags. The progress flag, the pride. I can't get my head around the pride progress flag right now. It is absolutely insane. They've added circles to it now. Just what? I don't want to get on that. People want to be proud of who they are. Got no problem. Wave the rainbow flag. But I am annoyed because I love rainbow stuff and I can't wear it anymore. Like, I literally love anything with rainbows on. It reminds me, it's very 80s, isn't it? We used to wear it in the 80s. Everything had rainbows on. Can't do that anymore because I look like one of these, like, protester people. Anyway, regardless. But the left now the left used to be socialist working class people who were against the rule of these rich people, and now the left is just run by these moronic. The millennials had children, basically, right? No offense to anybody here if you're a millennial. The millennials had children, and I remember saying this 20 years ago, we're fucked when this lot have kids, and that's what's happening now. And can you imagine when the kids have kids? Okay, right. So now this is a GB News exclusive. Oh, I thought Jack was calling me. This is a GB News exclusive now. Okay. And yeah, whether you like it or not, there is a left, but most parties are fighting for the centuries. Yeah, that's very true, Lone and Aloof Foundation. The only way you are ever going to get into government in this country, and as a whole, really, well, not every single country, but is to go for the centre ground. But like I said, politics has changed. The left and the right are both the same now. They're just in the middle, the uni party. We need more left. Like George Galloway, like him or loathe him, he's actually a proper politician who has stuck to his guns and has stayed over to the actual left, the socialist left. He's not woke, and he's over there. Yeah. That's what we need, whether you like him or not. We need to go back to actual left-wing politicians and actual right-wing politicians. But at the moment, they're all this neoliberal, in the middle, want to please everybody, globalist, WEF people. Anyway, so this is an exclusive that I heard about today. Now, GB News, again, this might be true, it might not be true. This Christopher Hope is there. I don't want to get on to him. If Al's listening now, I'll be pissing himself. I cannot stand that bloke. He gets on my tits. I hate the way he talks. Find him irritating, little chopper. But regardless, he knows all these bloody politicians, doesn't he? And he thinks he's the bee's knees. I'm going to take the comments off. I'm sorry about all the stupid ads. So, up to 6 Tory election candidates. And remember, guys, there is no such thing as a current MP, right? Because when the election gets called, Parliament is dissolved. So even though somebody was an MP last week, they're no longer an MP. So they're all candidates now, all right? So there is no sitting MPs. There's no Parliament, there's no MPs. The whole thing's gone, right? So up to 6 Tory election candidates could switch to Reform. GB News has spoken to one of the candidates who is seriously weighing up whether to jump to Reform before the deadline. After Nigel Farage's shock decision to stand as a candidate and lead the party into polling day, GB News can disclose the candidates, at least one of a former Conservative MP in the last Parliament. So basically one of the MPs then who have literally, so I think it could be, hang on, let me have a think. I don't think it would be Suella Braverman, because she's very much part of the Conservative Party, very much so. And I don't think was Priti Patel an MP last time. She wasn't, was she? Priti Patel stood down, didn't she? You know who it could be, don't you? You know that guy that came back who had all the surgery, who had the arms and legs missing. You're all right, Mo? I'm just looking at the chat now. No, Stuart, it's not. He's actually temporarily left GB News. Now, Suella Braverman is very much in with the, I think she's married to an Jewish guy, and I think she's very much in the Friends of Israel sort of group. And I don't think she'll leave because she's very much pro-conservative. I think she might stay. I don't know, I might be wrong. Anyway. So the candidates, at least one is a former MP in the last Parliament, are a race against time to make up their minds. So I find this extremely interesting if this is true. Now, I've been saying this for ages, that this needs to happen. For ages and ages now. What they need to do is they need to form a party that is full of actual centre-right people, not this centre globalist wishy-washy bull crap. This needs to happen. Sorry, let me just do something. Hold on. Again, it's going to be like, it's more of a politics news roundup. So if you're not into politics, then you might not like this stream. But I will be getting back to a normal sort of news stream. But this is more like a politics special. And again, we have got an election on Independence Day, 4th of July, or the American Independence Day. So, you know, we are going to get more of this, I'm afraid. Okay. GB News has spoken to one of the candidates who is seriously weighing up whether to jump to Reform. The candidate said their mind could be made up by the performance of the Tory leader Rishi Washi in tonight's leaders' debate. What's the point in having a performance review? We all know they're both boring as hell, and they're both just going to keep repeating the same things. They estimated that no more than 6 candidates were considering currently whether to jump ship to reform. There are a lot of things to consider. The candidates said their options were threefold: stand as a Tory in the election, switch to reform to fight the same seat, or fight a seat for reform elsewhere in the country. The candidate told GB News, "I feel very disillusioned with everything at the moment. They don't understand the impact that the return of Farage is going to have." So yeah, that's what we're told constantly, that Rishi Sunak only called this snap election because Farage was about to he was literally about to stand as leader of reform, and he was about to say that when the election came, he was going to stand. So the Conservatives tried to wrong foot him by calling it quickly, and then Farage said, "Look, I haven't got enough time." And then he's thought, "Do you know what, fuck it." But the thing is, everyone can do a U-turn. Nigel Farage did a U-turn, and how long is it now? How long is it since a politician actually said they felt guilty? Farage said he felt guilty when people were coming up to him in the street and saying, "You've let me down. I've been with you and you've let me down." Politicians don't feel guilty. And you doing a U-turn can be, the fact that you're listening to people. It is ITV, this. He wrong-footed them, he did, yeah. How you doing, Tess? Sat for an hour waiting for... Missed something. Last time I saw... Yeah, Rishi, what's his face? He will bugger off back to Goldman Sachs. He's a banker. He was only came into politics in Boris Johnson's government. He was put there by the bankers, and the Conservatives have destroyed this country. What's happened? I've missed something. What's happened? David Wellings, that's what they said was going to happen, but he's going to be a politician at Livestream today from a room at the back of a pub. Bridget, he got a milkshake thrown over him. Liz Truss is another globalist, though. She's a WEF member, and I think it's about time we revisited the Fabian Society. Yeah, Stuart, is that as well. Ted got stood up. What was he on a date? Okay, so here we go. Tory peer Paul Goodman noted yesterday the decision to call a surprise election means that Tory central office has a lot of control over which candidates fill vacant seats. I think that this is going to be, I predict that we're going to have the lowest turnout in election history. Because people are just bored shitless with this. And I do think that Farage coming back is a good thing. Right. Oscar, what's the matter? Oski. The manifesto means... None of them do, though, Saskia. None of them mean anything. What's the matter, Oski? So we're going to watch this space. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Mouse Nation, I've missed you. Let me give you a wrench. I'm going to give you a managing wrench, darling, like you used to have, yeah? Missed you. Where you been? Oski. Hello, boy. I'm hungry. Have you got no food? Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to get on to, if anything comes in while I'm live about the election, like any of these Conservative lot come over, then I'll jump to it. But I think we should just have a quick look at the news to see what's going on. What do you reckon? Other news. And in other news... Right, hold on. But yeah, Liz Truss is another globalist. She's a WEF member. Don't be fooled. And like Julius, Oscar's going nuts. God, his nails need doing again. I can hear him. Well, he's on the laminate floor. Can someone do Oscar some food, please? He's just come up to me and stared at me. Oski. Husky. Hang on a minute. Sorry. Yeah. Liz Truss is WEF. Yeah, have a look on the website. I'll show you. We've got some hedgehog action, I think. I've just had my first notification ping. What time is it? Yeah, they're getting later and later. I got some awesome footage for you guys later. Yeah, let me just show you this. Sorry. But I do think we need to revisit the Fabian Society. They don't want to show you too much of it, but look, look at this, folks. But yeah, just going back. Hello, Dr. David Ball. I do, Jane. I do genuinely believe that. Here you go. It's tiny, but here's a WEF website. They've removed all of the information about her. I think she's been thrown out. Yeah, most nations, old school. What was that? Hello? That's Oscar having a fit, trying to get the food, knock the food bowl down, food tub down. Here you go. This is the world. I've just put the link in. This is the World Economic Forum website. Lord Chancellor and Secretary of State. Look, that was her old title for Justice Ministry and Justice of the United Kingdom. World Economic Forum. She's a member. You're right, Mo. What was that, Mo? I don't know. There you go. Really, Mouse Nation. Yeah, Mouse Nation's old school. She's not been here for ages. I've missed you. I'm so glad you've come back. Dr. David Ball's back as well. There's quite a few people that are coming back. Another thing I am going to say is that I'm going to be like unblocking a lot of people that were wrongly blocked. I've had a lot of complaints about people being blocked. I think I'm going to be unblocking a lot of people that might have said something that was slightly off and they've been blocked. So, right, okay, let's get back to this. So we're having a quick look at the news and see what else is going on. I don't know yet. If you guys want me to, I'll review the first television debate. They're the two most boring people in the history of boring. So I don't think you guys would want to even see this. And the thing is talking about putting illegal immigrants on planes. They've been in for 14 pissing years and immigration's higher than it's ever been. Oh, Niniwig. Oh, Mouse Nation is quite poorly. His tumour's popped. Hello, Susan. We have free prescriptions because the calculations show it would cost the same to administer. Hi, Stephen Thomas. Thank you, Space Cat. Appreciate that. Thank you, Bevlar. Oh, no, you haven't. No, but some people have been blocked, and I've had some people saying, yeah, his tumour's popped. Mouse Nation is with us. He's comfortable, but he's poorly. And I don't know if you've seen Little Gizmo. Anyway, let's just watch this quick.
Immigration is too high.
Oh, God. Sorry about this.
We will need to take bold action to bring it down.
I don't think anybody's going to be able to sit through my review of this shit. If you want me to do I'll put a post on my community tab. We'll do a poll after this. If you guys want me to review these pair, I will do it for you lot. I'll take one for the team and we'll sit and watch it. I know you haven't.
Whether that's legal migration, where we're going to introduce a new legal cap to guarantee that it will come down every year, or the boats, which you mentioned, where we got the numbers down last year by a third, and now we have a deterrent ready to go. Migrants have been detained.
The numbers were down last year because of the shitty weather. The numbers are a record high. We're over 10,000 already this year, and we're almost halfway in, right? The record high. And remember that last year, net migration, they're now saying was 600,000. That's net, not gross. Gross was like 1.4 million. Net is after people have left, what you're left with, the increase in population. Remember that the year before, they had to keep revising it up because they kept on, so it got revised up to 750,000. So 600,000 sounds low compared to 752,000, but it'll be revised up. This government have literally been given backhanders. India is the biggest legal migration country. India, right? And I wonder why that is, because that's where his loyalties lie. And secondly, you know, all these hotels, all these contracts, they're all private businesses, and all this Serco and all that. They're getting backhanders. They're getting contracts by this government and by other Conservative government. Now, I don't like Labour. I'll never vote Labour. I cannot stand Labour. I cannot stand the Fabians, right? There's a Fabian society. I think that needs to be exposed, folks. I think we need to talk about this more. I think I might do a piece on it on my other channel. We'll see. I'll see if I can get away with it, because I know they don't like us talking about it. But the Fabian Society, I think we need to uncover them. And it all goes back to George Orwell. There's some really strange links to the Fabian Society. And you have Sadiq Khan is a Fabian. Tony Blair is a Fabian. What's his face? Jeremy Corbyn is a Fabian, right? Keir Kars is a Fabian. These are all the Fabians. That's who we're going to get in. And they're not very good. And when you say Fabian, you think of like, to me, I think of somebody on a stage or something. They're not very nice people. What are people saying in chat? Yeah, Fabian. Yeah. No one figured it out. Nearly no one figured it out. Evidence is everywhere. Why so Fabe about Ian and who is... yeah, but I think that, how you doing, Stefan? I do believe that you guys don't want me to break down this. Yeah, we do, Mouse Nation. We need to put a stop. We need to put a ban on no more for at least 5 years. And anyone that's come here in the last 5, and I've said this for years before all this current lot, before it became trendy to talk about immigration, is anyone that's come here in the last 5 years who isn't contributing in any way, like a doctor or, a dentist, or even just an NHS worker, because we do need NHS workers who are coming and doing jobs like social care. And there's a couple of Nigerians that have moved in round by me, and they're ever so nice, and they always wave, and I say hello, yeah, and they always say hello back, and they're lovely. And they come here to work. They work every day. They go and they must work in a care home or something. Those sort of people, no. But anyone that's come here illegally needs to go. No more coming in. Put a freeze on for at least 5 years. And anyone that's come here illegally needs to go back. And anyone that's come here even legally but isn't contributing needs to go back. Who's come in the last 5 years. Anyone that's come here more than 5 years ago, we should just admit defeat and just let them stay, I think. Because how are we going to find them? How are we going to find people from 5 years ago? How are we going to go around finding these people? At some point, you have to draw a line and say, do you know what? We can't win every single battle. But them lot that have come in the last 5 years can go. But more than 5 years ago, we're going to struggle to find them. Don't know. Right, okay, we're going to watch this Spazed and see what he's got to say.
And the flights will go in July, but only if I'm your Prime Minister. If Keir Starmer's elected, all those people will be released, the flights will be cancelled, and we will
like a robot.
Have no deterrent to stop the unfairness of people crossing in boats. So that's the choice for you at this election. Stick to our plan, and illegal migrants will be on those planes. With Labour, they will be out on our streets.
There is no plan. Your plan has put people in more poverty than ever before. But let's not think that Labour are any better, folks. Old Tony Blair started all this shit. I'm just reading some of the chat as I'm going along. I'm so glad you're back, Mouse Nation, Dr. David Ball. You've both been missing. I don't know why, but I'm so glad you're back. I want to get back to the old ways. It was fun, and yeah, people could be a bit more relaxed in chat. Right, so I will put a vote out if you want me to. I'll break it down. And like, I'm not saying I'm an expert on politics or anything like that, But I have been following politics for many years, and it's one thing that I do know a little bit about. Okay. Oh, George Alagay's died. Look, that newsreader. Oh, George Alagaya leaves 49 grand to his wife and family. 67 after bowel cancer battle. Oh, that's really sad. That he was one of the old school newsreaders who actually, you know, unlike that Hugh guy that had an opinion on everything. Oh, that's really sad. That. Oh, my heart goes out to his family. He's been declared bankrupt. They're all falling down, you know. And apparently, there's been. I was told last night that up to 63 banks in America have all gone bust. The House of Cards is falling down, people. It's falling down. Mouse Nation, I still do. Hello, that hurt. Do you know Mouse Nation, North Country Go? Hello. I still do my beaver shorts for you, you know. Because I started doing. Oh, look. The person who did the milkshake is an OnlyFans model, guys. I used to do all different animals, and I did a couple of beavers, and Mouse Nation, we just both fell in love with beavers at the same time. We fell in love with them, didn't we, darling? And then she'd say to me, I will look forward to the beavers. So I started doing them, and she took some time out from YouTube, and I don't blame you. Space Cat loves a bit of beaver. Right then, so we're going to watch this again, but also we're going to find out who this person is. North Country Girl, hello. I cleared off the wrenches. I'm going to give a few back if you need them, if you want them. But I need people who know how to use the wrenches, who aren't just going to go block people. But I can do it myself, to be fair. Jane, are you going to do about the... Yeah, I am. The last time I did about the Fabians... on this channel, I think it got demonetized, that the video did. So YouTube were a little bit sensitive about it. So I'll do it, but they might not like it. I don't know, because it's just history, isn't it? I think it's how we word it. So if we make it into like, we're going to have to be careful how I word it. But I think we can do it, because it's just picking up. It's a real society. They're not a secret. The London School of, I think it's the London School of Economics, was built by them, and they've got their own, like, it's really bizarre. The Fabians are a really, really, really. Does anybody know how? If you don't have a wrench and you want one back, let me know if you know how to use it. Right. Okay. While we're waiting for that, I can mod my own channel, but it's sometimes I can't look at it. Did she want to throw her tits but the milk? Is it a cult? I haven't been here for a while. Are you okay, Jet? I'm sorry, darling. No one does a deep dive like Penny says Mouse Nation. That's why I can't find anything, Mima. All magnetic ones are no value. Check all coins. Kind of Richard Turpin, yeah, kind of. But do you know what? They go back to some of the links that I found when I did my last expose. George Orwell's 1984. George Orwell was a Fabian. And then he tried to expose them. I'm going to wait, and we're going to do this. We're going to do this, okay? Bridget, do you know how to mod, though, yeah? I'm not going to start giving everybody a wrench now. Okay, here we go. So we've already watched this, but we're going to watch it again because it's closer up, I think.
Well, it should have been the perfect start to Nigel Farage's campaign to make another political comeback and become the Reform UK.
It actually was a perfect start because he's on the news, and in this case, there's no publicity like good. There's no such thing as bad publicity. And again, this is that time. The Tommy Robinson thing, no, because no matter when you mention his name, it's just thought of as far right, you know. But this is the sort of stuff that gets him in the news. You know, maybe he got someone to do himself. I don't know.
KMP here in Clacton-on-Sea in Essex. He turned up, made a speech down on the promenade where around 150 or so passionate fans of his had gathered. He stood up on a bench and spoke for around 10 minutes, citing immigration, citing schools, and citing the fact that, quote, nothing works anymore as his reasons for making a screeching U-turn and returning to run for Parliament for an eighth time. After that, he went, as we've seen so many times with him in the past, to the pub, where he spent around 2 hours or so answering questions from journalists, talking to supporters, and talking basically to just about anyone who would listen. And it was all going so well, even the weather held up a little bit better than it is right now. That was until he tried to leave the pub behind the Wetherspoons and head back to the turquoise double-decker Reform UK bus that's followed both Farage and Richard Tyson, other senior members of the party around the country on the election campaign so far. And it was at that moment that a woman allegedly sprang from the crowd and doused Mr. Farage with a banana milkshake from McDonald's. Now, most of the drink went above Mr. Farage's head, but some did hit him, went across his face, across some of his collar, and also on his blazer. He was seen wiping off his blazer, trying to remove the dairy treat from himself as much as possible. One witness even told me that he asked an aide walking back to the bus with him to hand him a tissue so he could better wipe some of the residue left behind by the drink. Now, since it happened, Farage has tried to make light of the incident, posing in a video on Twitter alongside a McDonald's banana milkshake with the caption, "My milkshake brings all the people to the rally." Now, this is the second time this has happened to Nigel Farage while he's been out and about campaigning. The first time happened in Newcastle in 2019 when Farage was campaigning for and leading the Brexit Party. Both times he's tried to play the incident off as nothing, but it has raised significant concerns about the safety and the security of candidates of all political stripes out on the campaign trail in this election. Already, the Home Secretary, James Cleverly, and Giles Watling, Farage's Conservative opponent here in Clacton, have both said they are worried and also feel that every candidate should be able to get out and campaign and hold events like Farage did today without fear of intimidation or attack. Essex police said they've arrested a 25-year-old woman on suspicion of assault. She was taken to a local police station and questioned, but she's not yet been charged. Another man who was unrelated to the initial incident has also been arrested on suspicion of assaulting an emergency worker in the course of their duties. He too has also not yet been charged. If Nigel Farage thought today would all be about him and it would all be pretty smooth sailing, then, well, one glass of a banana milkshake has undone it all.
I stood here a week ago and I said, look, hands up.
Okay, I want to hear about her being a bloody OnlyFans model. That's what I want to hear about. So she's 25 and she said she just felt like it. She's a Labour supporter and she said he doesn't stand for me. Well, just because he doesn't stand for you doesn't give you the right to put a milkshake in his face, because that is assault, isn't it? And it could be bloody it could be acid, you know. Sorry, I'm just reading chat. Right, through the book at her. I agree. Yeah, so she's a Labour supporter. And hang on a minute, right? Right. I'm no fan of this person for what she did, but isn't it a case of they're saying allegedly because she hasn't been found guilty in a court of law, and in this country, depending on who you are, you're innocent till proven guilty. Unless you're Russell Brand or someone who goes against the establishment, then you're automatically guilty and named and shamed. But if you are working for the BBC or something, then you're not. Anyway, so this woman who obviously did it because we've just seen her do it, he's still classed as innocent till proven guilty. Now, by printing her name and her job, surely wouldn't that impede on a trial now? So that they're going to have to drop the action against her, you know. It's crazy, isn't it? So anyway, so Victoria Thomas Bowen, I'm only quoting, guys. All right, I don't want to be in trouble for naming her. She's in the newspaper. Well, look, you can't say that I'm giving people ideas to throw acid in politicians' faces by saying it could be acid. Come on. Yeah, I know that, Mouse Nation. It's obviously her, but my point is, my point I'm trying to make is, though, is that, to me, Tommy Robinson's toxic and divisive more than him. It could be acid, though. It could be. Do you know what I mean? A corrosive acid. So anyway, Victoria Thomas Bowen, 25, threw the drink over the Reform leader as he launched his election campaign in front of huge crowds in Clacton-on-Sea today. Hang on. There she is. She's a demon. Fuck's that tattoo? Don't know what that is. It's a bit shit, whatever it is. Big up Paz in the house. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I was out Saturday, mate. Otherwise, I would have live streamed that stuff. Would have, you know, spoke to you and stuff tapped in. So it looks like it's a banana milkshake, is it? Yeah, it is. A banana milkshake. Now look at her without her she's still got makeup on, but you can see the difference in these people, you know. Yeah, big up Paz in the house. Ex-army Paz. Yeah, Ricky. Hello, Amanda. Spoke to you. It appears to be a publicity stunt. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Now everyone's going to flock to her OnlyFans now, aren't they? The thing is, if this is Labour supporter, we're fucked, because she clearly doesn't have a clue about politics, does she? Let's just admit it. So even though she's got all her eyebrows and her eyelashes on and everything else. Oh, come on, Paz, really? Do you want to pop up quickly and tell him? That's funny. My laugh is, sorry, I couldn't help it. Someone asked me, Paz, you should tell us. Okay, so yeah, so she doesn't look as hot there as what she does in these things. Here she is again. She previously shared a picture on Facebook with the caption, "Vote Labour for the many, not the few." That was a Corbyn. Like, no offence, right? But she's not exactly a poster girl for the Labour Party, is she? A fucking OnlyFans model. That don't even look like her. That's not her. Come on, look at the nose. It's totally different. Paz, please come and tell us. 5 minutes. £5 for a milkshake, is it? Yeah, lacking in brains. Right. And hang on a minute. Right. Look at her nose there. And look at her nose there. This was today. That's not the same person, look. That's not the same person. You're all right, Mo. Anyway, there she is. The tattoos are shit, man. Plenty of raunchy photos. She's just left. He'd left the pub. A video of the incident showed blonde waiting for the ex-UKIP leader. Why have they got to call him the ex-UKIP leader? Why can't they just call him the Reform leader? I don't know. Very strange looking thing, isn't she? She flung the BB. Hang on. She told the BBC she flung the banana milkshake because she just felt like it. Probably got paid by the bloody BBC. While running away from the scene, the woman who allegedly threw the milk through the drink said she did so because Farage is an arse. She added, "It just is. I don't know why." Oh my God. Don't know why. Maybe his parents raised him that way. Oh yeah, you're a pinnacle of society, aren't you, love? It's easy money now. You know, just sit there and just get your bits out and you make money. There's no brains needed. These are people that are voting in this country. This country's fucked. Sorry for swearing. When asked which of Farage's policies she disagreed with, she said, "I don't want to say anything else," because she doesn't know. She doesn't know what his policies are, because she's thick as shit. The incident did not seem to dampen, no pun intended, I'm guessing, Mr. Farage's spirit, as he was filmed holding a McDonald's milkshake shortly after adding, "My milkshake brings all the people to the rally." That's funny. Sorry, but that's funny. Why do OnlyFans probably has a bigger answer than why? Yeah, that's funny. My milkshake brings all the people to the rally. Sorry, that's tickled me. Sorry, I can't stop laughing. It's tickled me. Oh God, sorry, I'm been tickled. When I get tickled, I can't stop. I need to turn a lady on at this rate. Oh my God. Oh fucking hell. Oh God, sorry guys, that's funny. I'm gonna tell Al when he comes in. He's gonna laugh. He's gonna laugh. That'll get clipped. I don't give a shit. They can clip me all they want. He's announced, yeah, we know about that. What else? He will stand up for. He told them, "I will stand up and fight for you. I will give you my best, and I will do what I have done for the last quarter century in politics. I will be unafraid," he said, "despite what everyone says, despite what names they call me. They are so stupid." AI. Hello. Deaf-eyed. Can't hear me. Oh man, sorry guys, sorry, I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, so they made 2 arrests. I want to know what the other one did. You know, the one with the man. They said a 25-year-old woman only. You couldn't make this shit up, could you? Looking OnlyFans model, where Paz is probably tired. What day is it? He's been to work. Tuesday, he's been to work tonight. He would have only just got in. So he's disappeared because he's thinking, I don't want to go up now. I'm too tired. I'll just run away. Anyway, where was I? Both individuals take to police station. Well, I want to know what the others did. While officers were responding and making this arrest, a man was arrested on suspicion of assaulting an emergency worker. That's bizarre, isn't it? I don't know what that's about. Following the incident on Tuesday, Richard Tice called the woman who threw the shake a juvenile moron. That's funny. I know people don't like Richard Tice, but at least he says it like it is, you know. Adding, "We'll not be bullied or threatened off the campaign trail by a fucking OnlyFans model as well." You know what I mean? Like, come on. Even his political opponents condemned the attack, with James cleverly branding it unacceptable. "There is no excuse to resort to behaviour like this. We may disagree, but we debate and then we vote." She looks different in every picture. Yeah, publicity stunt, isn't it? I think it's obvious now. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's obvious. Because now people are going to be looking for her. Anyway. Yeah, this election can get a little bit more exciting. Well, I say more, a little bit exciting now, can't it? Let's see what else is going on. Let's try and look at some chilled out news. It's been mostly election stuff tonight. I've not even looked at much of anything else, really. Not so much, well, not election, political, because of what happened on Saturday. And honestly, I would like to know, guys, whether there is any plans, Saskia might know, to keep this going every week. you know, like with the protests against the Palestinian lot, because I think that it's come to the point now where they need to, we need to protest them protesting to sort of drown them out and stop it. Because what the people on a Saturday don't get, these pro-Palestine, anti-Jewish, whatever they are, they're bringing in powers, whether they're doing it on purpose or not, I don't know, it's debatable. But they're bringing in powers to ban all demos, because that's what's going to happen. They're going to ban all demos because of the same people. Like, how is it okay for they assault the police, they smash things up, they break things, like the BLM, the same. They get away with it, you know? But you mentioned Tommy Robinson, and it's all this far right shit. And it's wrong. But unfortunately, it's the way it is. Scottish, yeah, I'm hearing bits about that. Yeah, I can't really cover that at the moment. They don't like it. She'll be on Celebrity. Yes, Justine, comment of the night. Comment of the night. Where is it? Let me see if I can. Oh no, it's gone off the bloody page. I was going to pin it. Genocide is genocide. Right, let me just pin it in the thing. Hang on. The thing is, guys, okay, David Edwards, please don't sing Tommy songs in my chat. Like, you know, I draw the line at that. You can support him all you want, but please don't. Now I've got it stuck in my head now. Oh, thank you. Are the hedgehogs here?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can't hear them chutting. Do you think, because I told them off, didn't I, for last night? Do you think they've stopped?
Maybe.
Yeah, babe.
But it was very busy last night, wasn't it?
You should have seen it last night, guys. The hedgehog.
The central station.
It was insane. They were everywhere. They were running around. And I had to tell one off because it was really bullying this other one. And I was like, please don't do that. Please don't, be nice. Yeah, the Milkshake song. Oh, my God. No one ever changed anything by voting. No, I agree. She has had a nose job, though. But Dr. David Bull, my point is that a nose job looked different to the one today. Today looks more of a natural bull nose. That she had like a reversal or something. Okay, Space Cat Love. I think Labour exists to keep the Tories in. That hurts, says. How many times have they pulled this stunt in the past with eggs flour? Do you remember when What's It got egged? What was his face? That Labour guy. Tommy is a legend. It's my 40th birthday. Well, we'll wish you happy birthday, but please don't sing Tommy Robinson songs again in here. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, David Edwards, who loves Tommy Robinson. Happy birthday to you. No one sings me happy birthday. And my 40th was during the lockdown. So there you go. Happy birthday, Dave. Tommy Robinson, please keep on giving him your money. I'm sure he will, you know, he'll love that. Keep the donations coming. Can I just say something before we continue? Right. I'm anti. Oh my God, Oscar's jumped on the bed. Help, help. This is hilarious. Oh my God, oh my God. Jack. I don't know if Jack's, I think he's in bed. Oh shit. Look at this.
Oh.
Look at this. There's going to be a bed. Sorry, guys. Oscar's gone up the new stairs I bought for Gizmo. Hang on. Has he got no food? Has he run out of food?
Yeah.
He's come to tell me. I'm hungry. I swear to God, Oscar, the biggest lump going, has just got on the bed, right? Because I put these special steps up for the dog, and they're like big, like memory foam I got my Amazon, so that Gizmo can get on and off without hurting his little leg because he's poorly. And Oscar's just walked up them because his food bowl's empty. He's come to tell me. I told you he had no food. He come and stood here. That's so funny. The whole bed shook. He's got to be, that rabbit has got to be at least 9 kilo, 10 kilo. He's a big boy. That's hilarious. I can't. It's gone now, and I'm in the dark. I've got the TV on, and I'm sort of. It's difficult because I'm sat. I've got my laptop webcam on, so I'd have to. It's just difficult to show you. But there you go, Oscar. He did say a few words. That was crazy. What a bizarre stream yet again. Yeah. So basically, I just want to add this. Yeah, Thunder Thumpers. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Let me just add this quickly before people think I'm a heartless bitch because of the rallies. I support the people of Gaza. You and I will end up in a camp bed at this rate. I know. I support the people of Gaza, and I support their right to exist. I think what Israel are doing to them is terrible. And for the people that support Tommy, let me just ask you this one question, right? Is Nanny going on holiday? Hang on, I'll read chat in a minute. Where was Tommy Robinson during the old lockdowns? Where was Tommy Robinson when Israel were creating and pushing on their citizens, the Israeli government, the old prickaroos on their people? They were stricter than here. Yeah, they were stricter than here. Where was he then? Right? Doesn't matter if he was locked down. People were taken to the streets. There was people taken to the streets. Exactly, that hurt. He is a Zionist, but he's a proud one. This is what I don't get. And to the Palestinian lot, the pro-Palestine, Gaza, whatever you want to call it, to that lot every Saturday that are out, yeah? Where were you when the genocide was being forced on this country? Is anyone going to talk about this? Is anyone going to talk about the fact that this government locked down and destroyed an entire generation of children who have now got no social skills, a lot of them, babies that couldn't see people smiling? What about the fact that they forced the pricks on people, okay? And look at all the people who, how can I put this now? Look at the excess deaths, right? That is genocide. The genocide is here. It's happening in the West, okay? It's happening right now in the West. So people going about genocide in Gaza, yeah, it's happening, right? It's blatantly happening, and they need to stop that. I get that, and I support them in their right to exist without this occupation, right? But there's, yeah, exactly, that hurt. Can't say that word, I can't, but you can. So where are they then? Why aren't they on the streets? What about what's going on in Ukraine? What about what they're doing in the Donbass region? What about what the Ukrainian government, who is under a coup, by the way, the Ukrainian people? Gizmo's excited. What about the people who are being genocided, the ethnic Russians who are living in Ukraine? They've been killed. What about the genocide of them? Where are the protesters every Saturday? You know, it's because it's not cool. That's what pisses me off. Anyway, can someone give the the doggies thing? Mark Bryden Classic Rock Drum. Oh, I like your name of your channel. Welcome in, Mark Bryden Classic Rock Drum Covers. Exactly, Mima. It sure is, my love. Tommy isn't a Zionist. He is a nationalist. No, he's a Zionist. He says he is. He says he is. Doesn't mean he couldn't go down the streets. So, anyway, okay, there is genocide happening all the time, and it's happening here for your own people. Look around you. How many people know people who have died? A lot. And no one's talking about it. Hi, Pat. So this is why I get annoyed. But no one gives a shit. People aren't talking about what's happening in Ukraine. People just following the mainstream media, Russia bad, Ukraine good. It doesn't work like that. There's a lot of bad stuff happening, you know. Stuff that I can't talk about that I've seen and footage of, and it is horrific. And it's not done by the Russians. Well, Bridget, I couldn't physically, as you know, but I did from day one. I was talking about it and telling people, and no one listened to me. But you guys know my situation, physical situation. I'm physically disabled, and I've got a child, so I can't get there. But if I could, I would. I can't even drive anymore. Hi, Bex. I'll give you a wrench. You see, I've said a few controversial things tonight. Some people won't agree with, but again, that's okay. I'm sure we know each other well enough, don't we? We know each other well enough now to be able to. Can someone help the dog? We know each other well enough to have each other's opinions without getting nasty, without throwing virtual milkshakes over each other. If you watched his new documentary, he mentions oh, thank you, North Country Girl. Oh, Mouse Nation. We need to catch up, love. Hi, Kev. Who else? Who is funding Farage? Oh, yeah, I know. Virtual milkshake. Yeah, we're not throwing virtual milkshakes over each other, are you? I agreed. Oh, it's just back. Did you hear that? He's excited, that's why. Yeah, you don't even have to agree with me. You know? Oh, brilliant. They didn't force you to take it, did they? Is that why you've been quiet? Has Tommy actually got a day job? Yeah, he's a convicted fraudster. Did you hear that? Do you know why he's barking? He doesn't have a bad bone in him. He's excited because Al's cooking something or doing some food. And he gets that excited that he starts standing at the walls and clawing at the walls to get attention. Look at me, look at me. And if no one does anything and gives him anything, he then starts barking. Mark, I like the name of your channel. Do you actually do that, though? Are you a rock band? Only the left front. Yeah, of course I do. But you see, the thing is, again, nationalist. Nationalist covers a massive, massive broad church because you've got your Civ-Nats, and then you've got your white nationalists. You know, your Civ-Nats is your Tommy Robinson types who aren't trying to force a white. What's it like? You know, push the white race and get rid of anyone who isn't white. He's not one of them, you see. That's the real far right. It's all confusing. But with Tommy Robinson, I used to follow him. Don't think that I'm a lefty. I'm not a lefty. I used to follow him and support him, but I seen what he was doing. He was constantly asking for money all the time. And then when people gave it him, he wasn't doing what he said he was going to do. And he seemed to be getting himself into more and more trouble. And it seemed to be, oh, look, I'm being arrested. Look at me. Now give me some money for my court case. Do you know what I mean? Mark, I think you've come in here thinking that I'm sort of lefty. I'm a patriot. I'm an English patriot. There's nothing wrong with that. I am not a lefty, okay? I am English, Anglo-Saxon, pure Anglo-Saxon, history gone back as far as they can go. So when people say, are you really an Anglo-Saxon? Yeah, he did snort it. That hurt. So there you go. He did. He owes me a tenner for the battle bus. Hi, little George. I'm an English patriot. I'm a British second. I'm English. Okay. And Tommy Robinson is out there for Tommy Robinson. There are a lot of people that do brilliant work from the ground up who don't want the recognition that he has, who don't get the same police presence that he has. Big up Barry. Yeah, communism. But you know, it's not. Yeah, plus interest, Rose. Thank you, love. Just hold on one sec, folks. About now. He admits he was a mess. I think he's growing up now. Yeah, Tommy's out there for money, not the. Yes, I agree, Barry. But again, right, people like him. That's up to, everyone can wrestle him for a tenner. I don't think he's the one, though, Bridget, darling, because at the end of the day, he attracts bad press all the time because he's now known as this far right, even though we know he's not. Terry Knowles band again. You know? Please say you had cake and ale at least. Oh, it's Dr. David Bull's birthday as well. He's the only person. No, he isn't the only person. That's what I'm saying. He isn't. There's been lots of people talking about this. Yeah. Before him. He isn't. He's not. Guys, go and give Tommy Robinson your money. He needs it all to put up his nose. Katie Hopkins was praising Tommy again, but that was obvious. Yeah. Whose birthday is it? We know it was that, what was his name? What was that guy that came in? Who I sang happy birthday to? It was his birthday. Actually, it was actually Nick Griffin who started talking about the grooming gangs. And I was talking about the grooming gangs in the noughties because they got my bloody stepsister. Anyway, guys, I'm talking from my own David. Thank you, Stuart. Happy birthday. Is it Dr. David Bull's birthday as well? DW Bull. Did someone say it was his birthday or not? Nick Griffin, yeah. Yeah, Tommy Turkey Teeth. Now, remember, guys, he went off and got his veneers done again. Give him your money. He needs your money. He needs your money. I'm pretty certain. Didn't he get convicted of beating his wife up? I don't know. I might be wrong. Okay. Don't quote me on that, guys. But I thought that's what I heard. I don't know. I know he's convicted. Yeah, exactly, Bridget. We can agree to disagree. I don't agree. Hello, David. I don't agree with two-tier policing. I think the country's a joke. I agree with what Tommy is saying, right? I don't disagree with what he's saying. My problem is that over the last 6 or 7 years since I've been watching Tommy, okay, I've watched him grift and ask for money for the battle bus that never existed. Yeah. He said he wanted to make a documentary about the RAP of Britain. He did that in the end. He did it in the end, right? But he was supposed to have done that 3 years before. MK Ultra doesn't really, yeah. He knows wherever he goes, he will create the MSN it'll be negative. So surely he would be keeping a low profile. If he gave a damn about the patriotic movement, he wouldn't be going and having everybody, the media, associate every patriot with him. I want to reclaim the St. George flag for us. I don't want it to be associated with the BNP and Tommy Robinson and football hooligans and the far right and all this shit. I want the St. George flag because I'm English. That's the problem I've got. But yeah, that was weird, that. But there was people talking about it before him. There was people talking about it. Nick Griffin spoke about it publicly. Gerard Batten, do you remember him? He used to be in charge of UKIP. I really liked him. He was talking about it. There was other people talking about it. I just not a fan. And all he ever does is he also take care, Barry, and he also lies as well. So if you remember when those boys got run over a few years ago, justice for those boys, and it was I think he said it was it was Muslims that did it, and it wasn't. Does anybody remember that? He tried to say it was Muslims that did it and ran off, and he got in trouble for that as well. Everything is Muslims. He blames Muslims for everything. And I think it wasn't Muslims, if I remember rightly. It was Sikh, but I might be wrong. And it wasn't racially motivated. And do you remember that kid as well? Yeah, Mouse Nation remembers. Yeah, people that weren't around then won't know what we're talking about. I got taken in by Tommy. I believed Tommy. I'm not bothered by the St. George Day flag. Yeah, well, you're Cornwall, aren't you? When we work out that they're all the same. Yeah, I think that Tommy Robinson is controlled opposition. That's my opinion. I'm going to bed. Yeah, I think I need a stiff one and a lie down. And I don't drink, so that was a joke. We all did. Yeah, we all did. But, you know, people talked about Tommy spoke out loud and clear, exposed the grooming gangs. Yeah, she did, yeah. No, I didn't, Stuart. I can't stand that ITV show. Yeah, they did. But then that's the problem, isn't it, Justine? The problem is all it takes is one idiot or someone dressed up as an English person to act like an idiot, you know? And then that's it then. They can tarnish us all with the same brush. Now, if I went to that protest against two-tier policing, right, I would be associated with Tommy Robinson. Do you know what I mean? And I think that that's wrong. I think you should be able to go there as yourself. Tommy Robinson has done something really terrible to a family member of mine. Can't imagine. Really? Oh, no. Exactly, David. There's loads of good people there. Let's just, you know, let's support the people who you know, who aren't got the big names. And do you know Tommy Robinson's younger than me? That's crazy, isn't it? All the world has gone to shit. No, that's the Conservative Party. That's not Labour. They haven't said anything yet. Tell me privately, Mouse Nation. But yeah, it's all about him, isn't it? It's him. And Israel as well. He loves the Israel because he gets funded by him, doesn't he? Tommy Robinson, this isn't conspiracy. He admits it. He openly admits that he's funded by the Friends of Israel, and he's proud of that. That's fine. That's up to him. That's fine. But I wanted to end it on a less controversial. I'm English, then British, but never European. It's not your birthday as well, is it, Dr. David Bull? I was watching him yesterday, Dr. David Bull, on the reform thing. I like him. Dr. David Bull isn't really called that. It's just me being silly, by the way. It's not his real name. His real name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon. That's his real name. I don't think it was. Now, I know people that were in the EDL, and they didn't like the way it was going. You see, I know people who were on the grass movement who knew Tommy very, very, very well, and they hated it. Oh no, the dog's knees popped out again. Guys, my dog's kneecap's dislocated again. I'm going to have to go. This is why I didn't go live last night. Thank you to those of you that contacted me. I was going to put some lighter news up, but I need to. Stephen Christopher Yaxley Lennon. Don't know about the Chris bit. Yeah, he is, and I'm nearly 44. I don't like the British flag. Can someone go to Gizmo? Gizmo, you pick him up, his knee's gone. I want to say thank you to the kind people that have contacted me. I've had some really good advice, and I think that this can sort itself out by itself, you know. Lots of rest. Pop him on the bed, please. Lots of rest. And I'm going to be 44 next month. Yeah. James Corbett. Is it popped back in? I think it has. Yeah. Okay. All right. Get back to bed then, please. In the kingdom of unity. Yeah, just quickly, I can't remember who said it, but someone said that their dog did the same, and it was triggered by him jumping off the bed. He jumps off the bed onto the laminate floor, and it must really hurt. And basically, what they did what we've done. They said, get some steps. I've done that. I spent like £90 on steps. German attack is a worry. Yeah, I agree, Paula. I've had to. Lucky, I wish I was 44. I'm English, then British. I think we should be. I think we're stronger together as well, Bridget. But I don't want us to lose our nationality. Yeah. So we jump. What basically he jumps down. It keeps popping in and out. But now I've got the steps. I've had to get them. He can get up and down without jumping. And I'm just going to really quickly before we go, and I hope we can all get on, and I hope we're not all going to throw virtual milkshakes. Yeah, exactly. No virtual milkshakes if you like Tommy or not, okay? No virtual milkshakes, please, guys. I don't think anyone's through a virtual milkshake because Gizmo's knees pop back in, he's lying down. So just quickly before we go, I'm going to try and look at some interesting news, some silly news. All right, just to make us not leave on a bad. Right, okay, so we're now going to look at some brief politicians who have been had their food thrown at them before we go to bed. Okay. Yeah, glucosamine. Good thinking. I didn't even think of that, Rach. Yeah. Okay. I'll get. Yeah. Okay. Well, they've literally said to not do anything. Get the steps to the right thing. I don't know if I can claim that on insurance. You know the steps. I bet I can't. Can I? Oh, thank you, Justine. So extra condom, that's funny. Yeah, so he's in next Thursday. He's going in for a sedation and an x-ray to confirm it's this thing. But if he's got the steps and he stops jumping, and we just let him rest for a bit and then gentle walks to try and build his muscle up, I think we can probably get there. Yeah, virtual milkshake. I'm going to copyright this shit, man. No virtual milkshakes thrown over anybody who disagrees politically. Right, let's have a quick look at this. Eggs to condoms. Farage to Blair. A brief history of UK politicians savaged in public. So I'm just going to put the link in. Before we go, I try to leave on a lighter note. Right. Oh. Right, so it's been milkshaked again. Okay, so this is the latest one. That looks nothing like that bird. Okay. Then we've got Blair versus condoms 2004. 2004 was right at the end, wasn't it? John Prescott, that's it. He got right at the end, do you remember? He got in 1997. And then we got like Gordon Brown around too. Well, no, hang on a minute. No, because David Cameron got in 2010 we got David Cameron? Trying to remember now. Hold on. 2009. So 2004, yeah, we had Blair. He did 2 terms, didn't he? Then what's his face? Gordon Brown came in. So yeah, this wasn't right at the end. Angry dads demanding justice. Do you remember this justice for father thing? They used to swing off the buildings and stuff. Angry dads demanding justice for divorced fathers, not farmers, filled condoms with purple flour. I don't remember this. I was 24. The Labour leader then called for more protection in Parliament, resulting in a 6,000, what a surprise, more money spent, 6,000 security screen being installed. Cameron versus Egg, 2010. Yeah, there's 2010 he got in, I think. David Cameron may not know a lot about Brexit, but the former PM once cracked a joke after a student lobbed an egg at him during the 2010 general election campaign. That's the one that he won with Nick Clegg. I now know which came first, the chicken, not the egg. So he got egged. Old Dave. Pig Bandit. Miliband, that is Ed. Red Ed. Oh, no. Yeah, that's Ed, isn't it? Not David. Clearly a popular choice of pelting. Ed was also victim to an egg splattering in 2013. He shrugged it off. Is that it? I was expecting. Oh, no, there's another one. Mandelson versus Custard, 2009. I remember that. That weren't 2009. That was 2019. I think that's wrong, you know. 2009, Peter Mandelson. Wasn't that more like 1999 or 1989? That isn't a 2009 picture. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was. Corbyn versus the egg. Jeremy Corbyn. Looks like he's in a mosque or something. Yeah, Finsbury Park Mosque. Come here. I knew it straight away. Hello, Axel. Corbyn got punched by a guy that had an egg in his hand, says Axel Steele. Did he? Farage 2019 edition. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. He got Milkshake. This didn't go on his face that time. Goes around, comes around. He got pelted with his first milkshake for the European elections. And John Prescott got 2001. Look how old it looks. He remembers it like yesterday. Look how old it looks, guys. 2001. Yeah, didn't he punch him? He got egged and he decked him, didn't he? John Prescott is perhaps the first politician who fight back. The former deputy prime minister was hit in the face by an egg and ended up punching the culprit in the face. The Prescott punch. That was when politics was a bit more fun, wasn't it? I don't remember anyone throwing condoms at Tony Blair filled with purple flour. Anybody else remember that? I'm so glad Mouse Nation's back. Is this a one-off, or have you just graced us with your presence as a one-off? Or are you back, do you reckon? Right, hold on a sec. I'm just going to see if there's anything else to end on that isn't. You wait till I upload this footage, guys, of the hedgehogs. No penny. Yes! Honestly, darling, I've missed you. No penny. Bunny, I love your Anglo-Saxon angle. In 773 to 774, King Offa of Mercia minted a coin that imitated a dinar. It bears the Shahada, the Islamic declaration of faith. Well, hello, by the way, welcome. I haven't seen that. But remember, there were people coming and going. There was people travelling, you know, to England. But again, I don't know. I haven't seen that. But that was before England. That was England wasn't created, was it? Until officially, it wasn't created then. That was before the Vikings came, wasn't it? That was a long time. The mouse is back. Honestly, I've missed Mouse so much. I really have. I'm just going to see if anything else is just silly to make us not so depressed. Yeah, guys, have you heard about the snow? Now, I think this isn't true. I have. I don't know Bevlar, but Mouse Nation, there's a few here you might not know that well, who have been some lovely additions. Bevlar being one of them. I'm always on about you. Has anyone heard from Mouse Nation? There's a couple come back tonight. That's interesting, that. I wonder why they've stayed away. I'm looking for something that's a little bit silly. We've got an unstoppable koala bear. Let's end on this. We'll just get rid of the comments, sorry, because it's gonna. Oh, Rose, is Rose still here? Lovely, lovely lady. Unstoppable koala bear Claude eats, shoots and leaves in 3K eucalyptus heist. Serial thief Cloud the koala has decimated eucalyptus seeding stock worth more than £3,000 at a nursery in Australia, despite the extensive animal proofing. And now he's bought his friends. So this is serious stuff now. This is serious. Claude, whatever his name is. A koala bear has been busted committing daylight robbery after munching through garden centre stock worth thousands. Named Cloud by staff at the Eastern Forest Nursery in in Australia somewhere, that's what I'm going to say. He was first captured on camera in September last year after nursery owner Humphrey Harrington, what an awesome name, Humphrey Harrington, Humphrey, thought a possum was to blame. It turned out a cunning koala was too stuffed to move following a gorge fest. Harrington was able to relocate the marsupial to a paddock 200 or 300 metres away. Yet the hungry critter came back a couple of days later. Now, eucalyptus grows really quickly, if I remember rightly. So he's even it usually grows really quickly, but he's even destroying that. He's been busted on camera. Blimey, he's big, isn't he? Well, he looks big. I don't know if it's just... There he is. I love koalas, but apparently they're really aggressive. I don't know how true that is. There he is again. They've caught him. Look, on night vision. Fucking night vision. In the following months, Harrington has gone to great lengths to koala-proof the baby eucalyptus stock to stop Cloud. Is it Claude? Ruining his... He looks like Oscar. He fucking does as well. This is English history. King Ufar is an Anglo-Saxon king in what we call England before Crusaders arrived. What? Crusaders arrived where? The Crusaders didn't arrive here. It wasn't England then. It was in sections. Okay, guys, we've stopped talking about this now. Can we just talk about Claude? He does look like Oscar, and he's the same colour. We can talk about it another night, though. I'm just drinking my tea. Sorry, I'm back now. So Harrington said, we fenced all sides. We had a fence with a wobbly shade cloth top. Theory being that if he tried to climb up, he would fall back outside the fence. One day, staff actually saw him. He climbed up the shade cloth and was coming down onto the poles and getting to the nursery. That was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That was an interesting visit coming in for an early feed. CCTV footage reveals that Cloud is now accompanied by a gang of thieves. Coming for an early, a gang of thieves, including one female koala with a joey on her back. She's got the children involved, said the business owner. Think of the children. Imagine taking your children on the rob. He admitted that originally we just found the one koala who was in the original pictures we took. Cloud, how'd you say it, was clinging to the pole inside the nursery, like when staff got to work in the morning. But around the nursery, you could possibly count up to 12 or more koalas in the tree. This is serious news, folks. This is serious. Harrington puts the heist down to a lack of food outside the nursery, as there are many koalas residing on a small patch of land, decimating wild trees, which are unable to recover. In further hopes of saving his stock, Harrington donated the koala-damaged seedlings to the Worldwide Fund for Nature Australia, that's kind, which aims to plant 500,000 trees by the end of next year, with an aim of increasing wildlife habitat. Although Claude has ravaged Harrington's livelihood, the business owner feels for the hungry beast. Even though there's a little bit of an economic cost, a little bit, $3,000, Claude really highlighted a need, and it's created a lot more awareness of habitat loss. I'm glad that he's around. I like to see koalas in the nursery. So there you go. The most important news story of the night, yeah, that Claude and his gang of 10 thieves, and they've got the baby involved. Terrorists. Look, he actually, do you know what? Honestly, Oscar eats everything, right? There's a video on my channel, and it's put it up the other day of Oscar blatantly in front of my face eating roses. But I can't believe what he's just done. Oscar can't get on the bed, he's too fat. When he was a baby, he would have a go, right? He would have a climb. But he's too fat now. My bed's really high. Even the dog can't get on. He has to climb up. They used to climb up some cushions, but now we've got proper steps. Anyway, so Oscar doesn't really come on the bed or anything like that. He's too high. And the way he just walked up them steps and just stared at me. Oscar and Nini, you guys have no idea. Oscar's going to be 3 next week, I think, the 14th of June. So 10 days. Oscar's going to be 3. We'll probably have a little party for him. And yeah, he's just big boned, he is. And when he was a baby, Mouse Nation was around. Mouse Nation can confirm the terror that he caused. He was so naughty. I've never had anything like it. He was worse than a puppy. I had to stay up all night with him. He would go around the house smashing things up. Hasn't it gone quick, Mouse Nation? Do you remember what it was like? I had to stay up all night with him. He would keep breaking into the kitchen and going and stealing the other bunny's food. And if we left him on his own, I actually went to bed, he would smash up the lounge. He was a handful. He's still so naughty. I know, Rose, full of the wrong action, though. He was right. She was a funny nuisance. So I had to, for a year, of his first year of his life, me and Al had to take it in turns to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep because he was up. He drove me around the bend. In the end, sometimes we'd sit up and stream in the night, and people would see him in the background, and I'd be going, Oscar, Oscar. Then we got Dandelion, his partner in crime. Do you remember that when she bit through the fish? Yeah, we had some right funny streams. I used to do late night streams because I was up with Oscar. I don't know. Was he a rescue bunny? Oscar, he was from a breeder who was ending, and she had got this last batch of giant French lops because they're big, big rabbits, and all the rabbits got reserved, and no one turned up for Oscar. They reserved him. They put a deposit down, and they never turned up. And she put him back on this thing, and I was just looking at pictures. I've always wanted a French lop, but there's never been any available in rescue or anything like that. I've always wanted a giant rabbit. And do you remember them, Mima? Fish tank's gone now. RRP fish tank went a couple of days ago. God. Hello, Herman. And no one turned up for him. And I messaged her and said, what's the deal with that grey one? And she's like, well, no one turned up, and I've given up now. She said, I've got rid of all my hutchies and she said, all I've got now is his mum and his dad, and they've all gone. And his mum got rehomed. I would have took his mum. No, there's no room for it, darling. There's just too much work. We've had like a 4-seater lounger sofa thing put in at Christmas. And the house is too small, and we wanted to get a bigger tank. And then with a bigger tank was just like there's no room for it, and it's just too much. We've got the puppy. My health is getting worse. Used to do all night streams. Remember Kate saying when she got it one. Yeah, not all the time, but sometimes. Yeah, they are hard work. They are, and it's also fair on Al, and Al's having to do more and more helping me because of my knee as well. I've smashed my knee up, Mouse Nation. Anyway, I forgot now. Yeah, so I can't remember what I was saying now about Oscar. Was it about Oscar? Yeah. So basically, I said if no one wants him, then we'll come and get him. And I had to drive all the way to Liverpool to get him. Well, Birkenhead. Hello, Ellen. Oh, my darling, how are you, sweetheart? Yeah, I would have to have a catch-up chat, and I need to chat with free speech as well. I'm rubbish on the phone. I'm absolutely terrible at phone calls. So anyway, so we went and got him, and we picked him up. And she used to do mini lops and giant French lops. It's her we got not Dandelion. What's the face off? What's the face? Sapphire. Sapphire's from the same people. So then she said she's stopping. Yeah, Oscar's wait, is he a Scouser? Is Oscar's from Birkenhead, the Wirral. That's it. It's from the Wirral, and Sapphire is. And Oscar's daddy died last year. I was so upset. I don't know how. Oh, his dad was called Claude. The same Claude as that's weird, isn't it? The same as that naughty koala. That was his dad's name. He was a beautiful bun. He was a butterfly, he had like patches. He was white with patches of orange. Yeah, that was funny, Justine. Yeah, so we nearly had his mom as well, so we went over and took him, and she said, you know, it's a bit of mischievous one, you know, because obviously we just picked him on what he looked like because, well, he was the only one left. But I love this colour. Did you, Bridget? Well, oh shit, sorry for swearing. It's tomorrow, isn't it? It's tomorrow. That's what no way. Yes, do you remember that, Mouse Nation? It's tomorrow we arranged the show with Paz. I bet he's forgotten. And Underbelly. I'm going to see if we can put it back till Friday. Friday's better, isn't it? For a call-in show. For a paranormal call-in show. Let me speak to Paz and Underbelly in a minute. Forgot. Not really been around, have I? Done the odd garden one. Anyway, yeah, so then she said to me, I'm just going to focus on my mini lops. I'm stopping all the you know, because the thing is with giant French lops, they're hard work. Hi, Ozzy. Watching an old video. What's you? Oh, how you doing, my friend? I like the way you keep changing your name. I think it's cool. I changed my name for the first time. I changed it before to Miss Bunny Penny. It was someone I was talking to gave me the idea. She misread my channel name, someone I was talking to. She misread it, yeah? Oh, the Bigfoot one, yeah. We don't know who Lucy is, you know. Don't know. What was I saying? I've forgotten again now. For fuck's sake. See what I mean? A short term. I'm going to get distracted by chat and then I forget what I'm saying. I don't know. Shit. Yeah, good to hear, mate. Love to your mum. Big up your mum. Anyway, so then she said she was going to focus on the dwarf lops, not the dwarf lops, the mini lops, which is what Sapphire is. And I says, right, okay. And then the next thing, she put something up saying she's giving up them as well because of a personal circumstances change. I didn't like to ask. So then no one wanted Sapphire because she was a beau, which is a blue-eyed white. So a roo is a red-eyed white, and no one likes the roos and no one likes the beaux. I love blue-eyed white rabbits, and we'd not long lost Miffy, who was a blue-eyed white, and we were really struggling. and nobody wanted her because she was a blue-eyed white. I don't know why. And then she started to get grey flecks in her, and she said nobody will want to know because she's got grey flecks, and she was giving up again. So we took her as well, and she's finished now. She doesn't do it. Some breeders will pretend they're giving up to get rid of their stock, if you want to call it that, and then carry on breeding again. Because what happens is, but she didn't do that. She's a really nice lady. We still talk now. So sometimes they'll say, oh, I'm giving up. And then the rescue charities will come in and take them, whatever they've got, just to get rid of them. And then they'll carry on breeding. But she was a genuine, really nice lady. So Sapphire is also from the Wirral, and Oscar's from the Wirral. And they're both little terrorists. They're both really naughty. Sapphire's naughty as well in her own way. But yeah, so let me speak to Paz and Underbelly. I would rather do it on Friday, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, midweek. I'm not really feeling it. I'm an hour behind. This has been a good show. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. It's felt more olden days to me. I felt a bit more relaxed. I don't know why. It's been great seeing some of the old faces. Cynthia Cliff, if you're watching on the replay, or if you just... Some people watch and just don't chat, you know? Because the thing is, right, if you're watching a stream, you say hello to me. You got to say hello to everybody. And sometimes I'm the same. I'll be watching someone stream and I want to say hello to the creator. But then I've got to say, and I don't want to be rude. Some people just watch and they're just like, but if you are watching and you're not talking and you are one of the regulars, hello and big up. And thanks for being here. Please hit the like. Oh, thank you. I can't say your name. Hang on a minute. Let me just get to you. Hang on. Have you got a channel, my friend? I'll be very interested to talk to you about that, you know. 1972 likes farming. I've subscribed to you, my friend. I'm your 33rd subscriber. So does that mean that I'm Illuminati confirmed? 97 likes. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. I'll give you a little rundown of what's been happening over the weekend. I will keep going with the politics stuff until you tell me to shut up or the election happens. I'll do a program called Cat Shit One. I've never heard of it. Scouse the bunnies, yeah. Hey, like, hey, I'm a bunny rabbit. Oh, they are rabbits from Delta Force. I'm telling you, and Niniweek and Oscar used to conspire against me. Oscar would play up, so I'd get up, and then Niniweek would run over and push the do you remember when they used to push the food tub open? Yeah. I'm at work tomorrow night. Let me speak to Paz. I'm Scouse in lineage, by the way. There you go, North Country Girl. My auntie's from Liverpool, but that's about it for me. We're all Birmingham, mostly, and then a little bit south. Oh, a bit of Sheffield as well in my family. Right then, 100 likes. Can we get there? We've got 100. Yay! Oh, thank you, everybody. Ah, that's satisfied me OCD. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. I thank you for subscribing. And yeah, I'll probably do it. If you're not subbed to the Curious Bunny, please subscribe to the Curious Bunny channel. I'm going to pop the link in right now. And I've enjoyed it very much. So please, please, please subscribe to my Paranormally channel. The Curious Bunny. Birmingham crew. Right, so this is the Curious Bunny. And I do lives over there as well. And not just paranormal. I do intriguing stuff, you know. Thank you, Jane. I have the memberships over there. If I get the memberships back over here, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But all the animal content needs to be on the animal channel, really. So I might have it over here. I don't know yet. But again, thank you. Thank you very much, Ozzy. I subbed to that after I subbed to this one. Thank you very much, Stuart. And yeah, I'm going to have in less wrenches. The only people that are going to have wrenches who have been here for a long, long time and who know how to moderate. Okay. If you know how to moderate and you're a regular, thank you, Mouse Nation. Bevlar, I've given you a managing mod wrench. I think what I'm going to do a little short video unlisted on what to do with the managing mod wrenches, and then I'll send it to all the managing mods. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't know how I'm going to do it though. I'd have to be in someone's. I'd have to be in someone's stream who give me a managing mod wrench, wouldn't I? And I'm only managing mod in one other channel that I can think of. I love Yorkshire tea. Yeah, as long as you don't mind. Mouse Nation was a managing mod. Bridget, I don't know if I've made you one, but I'm gonna. Do you want to be one, first of all? Bridget, do you want to be a managing mod? Let me know, guys, if you want, and I'll teach you how to do it. Rose, I think you could be. Oh, you are one, Rose. Are you? Yeah. Bridget, am I okay to make you one? Bridget Blaine. Let me know. Yeah, Ellen's one. Ellen's a brilliant one. Thanks, playing lovely stream, North Country Girl. I could do a stream for you to film at some point. Oh, thanks, Bex. I'm happy with an ordinary one. Okay. All it means, Bridget, is when I'm streaming on my phone, right, and I can't do the settings, it means you can put the subscribers only mode on. I can't do that when I'm on my phone. I can do it now because I'm on my laptop. But when I'm streaming on my phone, I can't do it. And I need people to be able to. That's the only thing really that you have to do. Hi, Lily Bell. No night, my love. I could do a stream. Oh, Bex, that's a good idea. Yeah, good idea, my love. Right then, I drink Barry's tea. Big up the Barry's tea. Yeah, that's what I mean, Bridget, darling. I would have to show you. Oh, thank you, Bex. I appreciate that. Right then, I'll see you all soon. That's a long ass stream for me. I think I'm going to be. I don't really want to do a stream again tomorrow night now. I want another break. I like. Oh, Gizmo has something to say. Hold on. No. Hang on a minute. He does definitely. He's got that look on his face. Mama. 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 We all heard you barking. Yes, we did. Mama. I don't know if you can hear him go. Did you hear that? Bex says she'll help. Thank you. Gizmo. Can you hear him go? Can you hear him? Momo. Gizmo. I am in bed. I'm in bed, guys. Honestly, it's all I do. I've got my leg up. I'm sat here with my leg on a cushion up. I'm stuck. I can't do much. I'm getting my results next week. Oh, thank you, Bex. Yeah, I struggle with being serious, even with the serious streams. Right, guys, thank you so much. And thank you to any new subscribers. And, guys, I am going to be uploading this hedgehog video tomorrow, right? And you are probably going to pee yourself laughing at me because I start talking to the hedgehog and asking to leave the other hedgehog alone. I'm like, stop that. Thank you, Jane. Jane, how do you normally contact me? Is it Facebook or is it Instagram? It's Instagram, isn't it? Oh, nanny. Yeah, Bridget, and yeah, I'm feeling a lot better after that mini break. I think I needed it. And seeing Mouse Nation come back has really cheered me up, you know, more than you realise. Yeah, I filmed it out the window and I tell the hedgehogs off because he's bullying little Sonic. And I'm like, just stop it now. I watched it for ages and it was heartbreaking. He was bullying him into the corner right outside my bedroom. I'm hanging out the window with my phone and I'm like, stop that. No more now. And they just stop and stare at me. Little Sonic legs it. And I'm like, don't pretend you're scared of me now, big one. And it looks at me and just stares at me. It's really funny. I'm going to upload it. Anyway, I'll see you later, folks. Thanks again for joining me. And I'll speak to Paz. Can you Terry Knowles band again with the jokes and knees up? Me and Gizmo have both got the same bad knee. I can't. Yeah, you should have seen how quick they run. Mouse Nation. Do you know I've got cameras up now? I've got. Last night there was some sort of rave in my garden. I'm telling you, there was hedgehogs coming out my ears. We've put another house up. There was 2 in the one feed station, 2 in the other feed station. Then I looked out the window and they're running around they were running around Jack's goals. I swear to God. They were running around Jack's goals. Oh, thanks, North Country Girl. Yeah, it's quick, man. Yeah. Thank you, Debs. Yeah. If you want to be a moderating wrench and you're already a spanner, I was gonna say count me until Penny said about the knees up. Yeah, but I think one turned into a rat. John's coming now with his Tommy. Oh yeah, I've been there. I've supported him. Can we not end on him? Can we not talk about him? Yeah, I think I filmed it. He ran off. The featheries are all asleep. Honestly, I can't, but I'm starting to enjoy my wildlife really, really a lot now. I really am. And they're less work when you think about having them in the house. When we get down to 2 rabbits, we'll have 2 rabbits. I only ever want 2 rabbits in future. I don't want any more than 2 in the future. And I want another chin. It'll keep Gizmo company, as in like his poorly leg. I can take them both out in the stroller. Right then, see you later, folks. John, did you say to me you got blocked on on the other channel? I'm going to go through my block list and I'm going to unblock. Not everyone, because there's thousands and there's going to be some right wrong guns in there, but I'm going to unblock people because I think a few people got blocked too. Were probably just taking the piss and they didn't mean it. Hedgehogs can run really fast, yeah. We're now behind. Your laugh is lovely. Oh, yeah, I did the name change because someone said to me, so in the night, Willie Love, someone said to me, they said my name wrong. And they says, oh, it's awesome. You've got a name called Miss Bunny. No, sorry, Bunny Penny. I went, no, it's Penny Bunny. But actually, I like that. So I changed it. So in Miss Money Penny, you know, James Bond. It's a joke. No one's got it. Anyway, see you later, folks. Look out for the hedgehog footage. It'll be uploaded tomorrow now. I'll get it all sorted now, edit it and that. I'll get it uploaded and I'll premiere it at some point tomorrow so we can all watch it and have the chat. Do you like the name, Bev? It's just a change. You know, people go, do I call you Penny or Miss Bunny? Just call me what you want, Bunny or Penny or Penny or Bunny. I got it. Stuart knows. Right, good night, guys. Love you all, and I'll see you very, very soon. Good night. God bless.